Yeah, in addition to my CV and the cover letter available online, I have decided to also include a short video clip that can also be available online to supplement the CV and the cover letter. In the course of my computer science studies, we had courses mainly in systems development and in programming. Under systems development, we had courses in the unified process and also courses in the extreme programming approach. Amongst our programming courses, we had Java 2 Enterprise Edition, and as integrated development environment, we use the JDeveloper Premium Edition. We also did the C# programming language in the ASP.NET 2.0 framework, and as integrated development environment, we used the Visual Studio 2005. Amongst the databases we used in the course of our studies were the SQL Server 2005 and the Oracle database. Amongst all of these fields of studies, I would like to say my area of preference is programming in C# under the ASP.NET 2.0 framework and using as integrated development environment the Visual Studio 2005. And with respect to databases, I like to work with SQL Server 2005 and the Oracle database using the Visual Studio and the Oracle client. I like the ASP.NET 2.0 framework with the C# programming and the Visual Studio 2005 because I find it faster and easier to develop applications using these tools and the framework. The menu in the Visual Studio is also very simple. The help menu is very extensive and very easy to understand, especially due to the fact that you have the SDN available online and also included in the Visual Studio 2005 package. The IntelliSense nature when writing code in the Visual Studio is also a factor which makes using the Visual Studio as a programming tool very, very practical. With Visual Studio 2005 and the ASP.NET 2.0 framework with the C# programming language, I find it easy to learn new technologies or to program new applications, and I find it faster to overcome challenges in the course of programming. In a nutshell, I will say my area of specialty and the sector in which I would like to work is that related to C# in the ASP.NET 2.0 framework, using as integrated development the Visual Studio 2005 and working with either SQL Server 2005 databases or the Oracle databases. But for the fields that I don't master that much under the ASP.NET framework, I think I have the potentials to learn anything under this framework as fast as possible. I would now like to take you to a brief rundown on my capabilities in using the Visual Studio, which is a very broad tool. I cannot show everything to you now, but I think I can just show you the basics to prove that I have, to a certain extent, a mastery of this tool.